I do know that I can run, but I'd rather not run headlong into the danger zone.
I don't see anyone up here.
He was just there.
I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Delilah,
What? Think about it.
I am.
It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
No.
We are screwed.
No!
Dee, just don't freak out, okay? Don't freak out.
Don't freak
Oh
out.
my
Really?
God, what the fuck is happening, Henry?
I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Delilah,
What? Do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Delilah,
Burn
God, I
the
think
place
I'm gonna be
down.
sick.
Delilah.
What? Think of...
What's wrong?
Someone claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire. So I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm fucking losing it. Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
I'm going down there now.
We don't have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers, when they lift us out of here, it's gonna be in handcuffs.
We have to stick together, okay? Keep our story straight. From the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation, everything. We gotta be honest and consistent.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I know.
So you brought the tracking device? Really? I haven't checked this drawer in a while. That's a D20. We're doing this. Shit. Well, onward to glory. Don't you fall. You stop. Oh, okay. That... This isn't how... Fine. Fine, where's the... I wish that was still broken so I could throw it out of my life.
Hey, there's a map in my tower that I'm pretty sure is not USGS regulation, unless I've unknowingly been assigned to work in Two Orcs, and the lake to the east is made of acid.
Two orcs?
Looks like it was made by Brian Goodwin. Wonder if his dad hated this type of stuff and he felt like he had to hide it.
Oh man, that would be sad.
So you have a soft spot for nerds?
I really do.
Lake of Acid, Scorched Lands, Witch's House, Gladius Silva's ancestral home, Two Orcs Lair, Magic Circle, Blood River, Orc Pond, Halfling Village, Goblin Cave, climb check required, Fortress, escape from 2 orcs, Dire Bear Tooth Point. This is all... I'm going to use that map for my campaign. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's get the hell out of here. Going to the cave, right? Yep. Alright. Cave was... there. It's not far. South. That's new and exciting. That's terrifying. How do I... God, that really is... Jesus. Souls. I want to stand it up. Come on. Or at least flip it over. Come on. Good enough. Greg was very excited, just happy to be here. No, you would not land like that. Not that gracefully. This is where I saw him the first time. He looked at me, and I looked at him.
Hey, you didn't actually make that call, right? To the other lookout? It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you'd been lying to me. But now that I asked, I kinda just wish I hadn't.
And he looked at me.
Of course I didn't. No way. They're trying to pit us against each other.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, though.
Thanks, Henry.
And I looked at him. Oh, that's a safe. Alice, don't encourage this. The people that, well, Not even gonna bother saying it because it goes without saying. I really don't like this cave. I like nothing about this cave. Goodness. Just fuck locks, apparently.
What the hell? Delilah, someone locked me in the cave. Is this thing working? Delilah, send someone to the cave, please! Can't get any damn reception.
I cannot believe he left the key in the lock. Like an amateur. It's very well lit for a cave without any light.
It's freezing in here.
Stop talking to yourself. Honestly, I would be dead silent right now.
Is anybody down there?
Honestly, who throws a shoe? Or else who throws a shoe, honestly? Is this the end of my pilgrimage? I don't understand. Going back. I feel like I missed something, though. All right. Just gonna hang out here for a while. Space was not the right button.
Jesus, this is a big cave.
Is this where Tony Stark did his thing? So I think the arc projector, I forget what it was called. Either way, he built it in a cave with a box of scraps. Take a photo of the shoe. That's a good point. I'm actually very turned around. I wasn't sure if I was going in the right place. Arc reactor. Arc projector. What the hell is that? This is indeed Afghanistan. Well,
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
so someone tried to kill you by locking you in a cave. And you want to go back into this cave. Oh, great.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle. A bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite elaborate.
It's some Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that much.
Backpack retrieval plan. Mark 4. To get. Boards 4 to 6. Rope, ? Borrow. Rocks 15. Tools borrow.
Brian was doing a science fair project about bouncing radio waves off of a meteor shower.
Poor kid left his homework?
Yeah. He must have been pretty smart, huh?
Yeah, sharper than a lot of the grown-up knuckleheads I'm used to, yeah.
What, you're saying I'm one of those knuckleheads, is that it?
I wasn't, but, now that I think about it...
Because I know lots of stuff.
Oh, please, drown me in your surplus of knowledge. I've been waiting all these years for a man as wise as you to take this job.
Well, that wait's over, sweetheart.
call me sweetheart again, and you'll use that big sexy brain of yours to fill out your unemployment paperwork.
Sorry, boss.
You called him sweetie. Fine, whatever.
I found an old school folder. Brian was a hell of a doodler. It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dumped water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
Well enough, Spectre. How are you? Brian Goodwin, Hamilton Science Fair, rough draft. Mrs. McNamara, or McNamara, 6th grade. That would have made him what? 12, 13? Talking meteors. How ham radio waves can use meteors to talk to people far away. What if I told you that you could use meteors in our atmosphere to talk to people far away? That should have a question mark. You would probably think I was a liar, but you would be wrong. Meteors, the alien rocks that come to our planet from outer space, can be used to bounce ham radio waves off of and let you use your radio much better than normal. Right now you're thinking, okay, Brian, this sounds like a movie, like Flight of the Navigator. It's not real. But you are wrong. It is real. It is science. It is possible because of meteor scatter communications. My science fair project proves that meteor scatter communications is real. But what is it? MSC is a radio propagation mode that utilizes the ionized trails of meteors within our atmosphere. Meteors, upon their atmospheric entry, can create a dense path of ionized particles that the ham radio operator can use to establish brief communication paths between operators up to 15,000 or 1,500 miles away. That bothers me. It's pretty cool. I'm going to test this by having a small chat with a friend my dad made in the Army, who lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 1,000 miles from my house. We're going to try to talk at a regular time, but my hypothesis is that it won't work. We'll have to wait for a meteor shower so we can establish communication. Retell the story experience I had with smoke detectors. It had a low battery and it would always beep when I streamed. Well, it would beep every 30 seconds. It was a pain in the ass. Enhance. Oh God. You're dead. That's Freddy. Okay. Fair enough, Snake is in the box. Have a good night. That guy is dribbling an eyeball. That man's sword is all... Oh, jeez. The Draculords.
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left. Huh. Brian stole his dad's climbing gear, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
Dear Ranger, God, this message is from Zordon. Hi, my name is Zordon Goodwin. If you found this note, it should be with a bunch of climbing anchors, I hope. Could you do me a favor and please return them to me, Zordon Goodwin, in the mail? My address is 55 Foxtrot Lane, North Platte, Nebraska, 69101. If you tell me your name and address, I will give you a reward for this. You're probably wondering why I left these here. Well, they are my dad's and I don't want him to lose them, but I don't want to do any more climbing on this trip, so I thought I should pretend to lose them. But if you help me get them back, everyone will be happy. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Ranger. Zordon.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
You found his pocket protector?
I found a data sheet for one Gladius Silva, half-elf armor 7.
Classic wizards and wyverns.
Armor
Between this
7.
and the map I found in my tower, old Brian created quite the fantasy world.
Gosh, Brian had everything he loved out there.
Okay. That's a dinosaur. An AC of 7 is certain death. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
Give me the sheet. Enhance. Got a good race, half-elf ranger, level 4 with an AC of 7. Are you shitting me? Male 29, 5'8". Appearance rugged. Hair, black eyes, blue-green. Clan, homeworld. Unintelligible nerd stuff. Oh. If I ever... God, what would I apply that name to? But I'm taking that, I'm using that for a name for something. It's going to be called Unintelligible Nerd Stuff. Maybe a podcast or something, I don't know. I try to be my best and jealous. Give me that. Oh, he made multiples.
He'd hide out here to read comics. The Black Band, his grief is his enemy's sorrow. Everyone this guy loves gets killed, so he honors them with a black armband which gives him superpowers.
Well, that's fucking dark.
Well, you're not wrong. God, give me that. His grief is their sorrow. Go ahead, kill my family. It only makes me stronger. Holy shit. Give me that. There has to be a place I can